Hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it get put together live, send me a message today. Alrighty, so we got a little bit on tonight. We've got a new PC build coming up a bit later. So in the meantime, we've got a couple of repairs and upgrades and stuff like that to deal with first. So these are both PCs that we worked on like the other week, and it's just taken a little bit of time for people to get money together for their upgrades and stuff, and I forgot to get back to one of the guys for a couple of days, so that's held that up a little bit, but we're going to get it all sorted here tonight. So this PC here was the one with the drive that was on its way out and the dead SSD. I've still got it sitting here on my desk. And so basically we're going to be putting a bigger SSD in this. We've got a 2 terabyte SSD, and we've got another drive to go in there, a 2 terabyte drive. So I just realized I've brought up a 4 terabyte drive. I needed the 2 terabyte drive, but that's okay. And then we're going to be putting a 3050 in this old PC. It's an older model, sir, but it checks out. And we're also going to be putting an SSD in this one here as well, because it didn't have an SSD. So yeah, definitely don't try to get through life without an SSD in 2023. It's just not worth it. But we don't have to install Windows twice here, because we already installed. See, this customer here with this first computer with the dead drives, he just wanted me to. At first, he just asked for me to fix everything part for part, and then when he heard about what it was, he asked could I just upgrade the storage while I've got it here, and I was like, yeah, may as well. So we've already got Windows installed on this SSD, but we're going to make that the primary SSD of this other computer here, the one with the 3050. So this guy, this young fella, he wants to pick this up tonight. He's been hassling me about it all day, but that's all right. He's just hanging out because his PC's been here all week, and unfortunately, he finds out that, yeah, I don't, even though I've got all these what looks like graphics cards behind me, it's not actual graphics cards. I'm quite literally just the empty boxes. Okay. So our SATA SSDs are still fine. Trust me. Like, yeah, sure, NVMe SSDs are faster. And if you've got an M2 slot, we'll probably use an NVMe SSD. But the big upgrade from a hard drive is just to any SSD. SATA SSD is fine. It'll perform, like, in terms of your real world performance in Windows and stuff, you're gonna get about 90% of the SSD's performance. Yeah. Hey, how you going? Good to have you with us. You haven't missed much. We're just doing a couple of repairs here this afternoon, repairs and upgrades. So, no big deal. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, so we'll focus on this one first, because I'm pretty sure, like I just said, this guy, he's going to be very, very keen for this. So let's get this sorted. Okay. So Yeah.
George says highlighting the scene and of course
Yes, never forget Fluffy Mouth. Here's what I was looking for. I knew I had another SATA cable sitting around somewhere. Oh, yep, that'll be fine. Yeah, as long as it's not made of fabric.
Yeah, I'm sick of the fabric one. They get dirty.
They get dirty and then they're skanky and then...
Yeah, mine's meant to be pink. Now it's like a baby shit brown kind of colour in parts because it's gotten so dirty. Buddy now.
Okay, so that was very easy there on the install. Just running an extra SATA cable down there and plugging in our SATA power. And then finally we've got our graphics card. So a little RTX 3050. Bit of an ordeal for this customer. He tried to put together a second-hand rig, and yeah, had problems with the graphics card. I think he had two that had problems, I believe. But now he's opted for a brand newie, so he's under warranty there for 3 years. Even though his motherboard won't be under warranty, at least he doesn't have to worry about his graphics card now. And if he does have any other graphic related problems, well, then he'll just have one solution, and that'll be to get a refund and replacement of the current one. Okay, so we're gonna need a couple of hex bolts here. We're in slot 1 and 2. And so yeah, with this one we just got to go in and basically render the other installation of Windows as obsolete, because we don't want to be stuffing around waiting for things to load off a hard drive. I'm thinking of doing a marketing campaign targeting older Australians, the sort of people who will have targeting older Australians. We want to make sure that every single older Australian is targeted and put in their place. No. I want to target older Australians who have like that older computer that is fine for them, but it's old and it doesn't have an SSD in it, and they sit there and wait for it to load. And laptops, desktops, there are older Australians suffering in silence right now all around the country, and we need to get them onto SSDs, and then their life will be so much better and so much less frustrating. You know, you click on something and it actually opens up in a reasonable amount of time, not you click on something and wait for it to load for the next 20 seconds or so. Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, you'll be able to come pick this up. We'll just get the drive sorted for you. I've already got Windows installed on one, so that'll save a bit of time. Do you want to check that grey cable? I did check it before, but I don't trust it.
Tim.
Yeah.
George wants to know how old is old.
How old is old? Well, basically, anyone like sort of probably 50 and over, I'd say, would be the main demographic that I think that they're the sort of people, they're not gamers. They're just home users. And they don't realise that there's a problem until they see what the solution is, if that makes sense. They'll just think that this is how computers run, and this is how my old one runs, because that's it. There's no other solution to it. When, realistically, for like $100, I can at least put them on to a small SSD with a new install of Windows on it. And they can still access all their stuff on their old drive, but at least they're not going to be sitting there wasting their lives waiting for things to open and shit like that when there's no need to suffer in silence anymore. The cost of SSDs is dirt cheap compared to when they first came out all those years ago. Okay, let's fire it up. Oh, what case have we got here? Matrax.
Richard says I'm 46, so I've got 4 years.
You're 4 years. No, you're all right. I'm not trying to call anybody out here by age.
I'm 49, so I'm not old.
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. I didn't say old. I said older Australians. Okay. Don't pin me down. Don't pin me down. Excuse me. Fake news. No. No. My point is, like, I did some stuff for a neighbour around the corner. Older couple, and they actually had SSDs, so they were lucky. But it just made me think, how many people are sort of suffering in silence right now with a hard drive and no SSD? Design your own chair at Officeworks. Wow.
That's fun.
Anyway, we're in BIOS. So what are we doing in BIOS? That's right, we are... Yes. Do we have a boot? Why am I not seeing... Ah, here we go. Yeah, why aren't I seeing that in here? Yeah.
God wants to know if you've got any RGB fans that you can check in.
Any RGB fans for in here? What do you want? Do you want, like... I don't have any that are the same as that, I don't think. Connection, are they? 5-pin? No. What do you want? Like another one for the back here that's like an RGB one? Because I mean, I've got other fans. You can fit 2 at the top and 1 at the back there potentially. But I can't hook them up to that controller because I don't have the same connection for that. There we go. That's what I was after.
Oh, shit. These don't need control problems.
There we go. So we're definitely booting to the right one now. So if you wanna sort of a quick way of, you know, rendering your other drive
Now, you awake now?
as not the drive to boot to, and you want to make sure that you're protected, even if there's a even if the BIOS gets reset, the boot order gets reset, whatever. You can do it through Windows, and it's really simple actually. You'd think that it'd be harder, but if you go into your computer, yeah.
Oh, don't worry, you're not as old as Tim's parents.
Oh, look, we've already got a Windows old. We've already got a Windows old on the other hard drive.
Oh.
Because this is what you do. You go Windows.old. So someone's already done this trick. Windows.old 1. How's that? And so there, you'll never get the Windows folder mistaken, because we've changed the name of the folder there. But I will fully delete Boot Manager from it. But I need some other software for that. So I'm not going to connect by Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi in this is older Wi-Fi. Okay. So what we're going to do here is completely render the hard drive as a storage device. We're going to remove Boot Manager from it completely. So you can install the free version of AOMI Partition Assistant for free, and it will give you some good functionality. Now, I never leave it on anyone's computer, because it will let you completely kind of screw yourself over. Actually, no, we won't worry about merging. We'll just... Yes, I am. Okay. So once we do this, we're not going to see this D drive anymore. That's going to disappear. That's system reserved. And so this will, doing these sorts of operations on your drive, you need to be very using the correct drive. Haha, nice. Just give it a bit to do that. Okay, so our hard drive there is in pretty good shape, reasonable. There's no major failures or anything like that. Put GeForce Experience on here. See if MSI Center works with this older MSI motherboard. It should do. At least be an easier way to keep the firmware up to date. Alrighty, so i7 4790, 16 gigabytes of DDR3, RTX 3050. Which is still doing its thing. Oh, there we go. Doesn't find anything, just third-party utilities. Look at that. Alright, this might take a little while just to run through, so I may as well start prepping up this second PC. So I've got a 2 terabyte SATA SSD going in here now. Alright, this should be all ready to go. Just wait for this operation to complete. Like I said, we're just getting rid of that other partition there on that drive. It can be really annoying. Now, unfortunately, Windows disk management won't let you do it. You'll need other software for that. So yeah, a little bit of a pain in the ass there. Alrighty, so now we got the second one, and so this one over here, like I said, we're just upgrading the drives. Now, the customer did have a really good idea, and he bought me a 5 terabyte external hard drive. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to copy over, or at least start the process of copying over the information from his hard drive that's on its way out. Oh, forgot about the capacitor. I'm sorry, the coil whine, I should say. I don't think it's capacitor squeal. Sounds like coil whine. I hear it changing as the yeah, I can hear it changing as the freaking frequency changes. Hey Queen Waffles, how you going? Okay, we have posted. Where are we? Can we just save and quit? Oh. So here's our external drive. It's got a USB-C interface. Oh, what are we stuck on here? Oh, is our build really that old? So we might have to designate the UEFI or legacy settings in BIOS. Advanced mode, yes. Do you want to actually do something? Yes. Okay, let me find my way around this BIOS here. We should be all good. So we're going to disable CSM, which is compatibility support mode. That's what's used for our older style drives and for like Windows 7 and stuff like that. It's not going to work nicely with my Windows installation USB. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going pretty good. VGA card is not supported by UEFI driver. Are you serious? That was really strange. Alright, so we should be okay this time. Here we go. Just took its time. Okay, where are we? We're going to use drive 1 there. So we certainly don't have USB 3 on this PC. So I'll just use my cable here out of my SSD. It's just a C to Type A cable. This is just a C to C cable, the one that came with it. It's got a good rubber case on the outside of it. It's very bouncy.
Oh, it's you. I was like, is there somebody knocking at the door?
No, it's just me. And so basically, if you're wondering what these things are, external hard drive, it's basically a laptop hard drive with a heap of padding on the edges of it. Yeah. Hey Darren, how you going? So if you don't have one of these, you should probably buy one. Back up all your important stuff onto it and give it to a friend or family member. Tell them to keep it at their place. Now the reason you do that is because of fire and theft. You can't back up your way to fire and theft proof, because in the event of a fire, you're going to have to get the fuck out and you're probably not going to have time to get your computer out. And also theft, well, it's stolen. You may or may not get it back. And so yeah, we got those BIOS settings right for it. That's always a bit of a pain. And it's double pain when you're not familiar with the issues and you're trying to work your way out. What do I click on to make it work? Ugh. Brings back memories of being a young kid learning about computers. Let's swap back to the other PC and see how we're going. Okay, 76%. This is the bit where it's sliding down the partition. Basically, it's got to do a bit of work. But our drive in this one is actually in good condition, whereas the drive in this one, this is the one I was on just before, that has a bad drive. That's what this external hard drive is. So we're going to back up onto the external, we're going to replace the faulty drive that's in it, and then basically our next upgrade will be on the motherboard, graphics card, CPU, RAM, and power supply end. Because if we're happy with the case and all that, then yeah, that's the next thing that you'd want to upgrade. Because no doubt, with the storage devices refreshed, the next thing to die will be one of those parts I just mentioned. Okay. So that's all going well. We'll continue on this one. So when you're using all this legacy stuff, you might not be able to plug and play your monitors the same way as normal. But that's okay. Just hit that power off button and try again. Or send Tim a message if you're worried about this. Okay. So we'll just install some basic software on this, and yeah, then we'll start the process of trying to get all the user data off that hard drive and backed up onto our sorry, not, I almost called it an SSD. It's actually it's a hard drive. Okay. So you never use that horrible mail app. Use Outlook. Who's trying to call me? Alright, so look, I don't need heaps of stuff. I'll just put the standard couple of apps on here. Okay.
Bedtime yet?
Bedtime.
I'm tired.
Hello. So here we have our drive flagging caution. These two values here should be at 0, but we've actually got uncorrectable sector count. So it's not going to get any better, unfortunately.
People being airlifted out of the community in territory because they're in flood.
Oh shit.
The Victoria River is going well past major flood levels.
Yep.
It's like, it's 6 p.m. here and I just keep fucking yawning. I'm old. I need my walking stick. Little puppies. Me? Hello. I swear to God they've gotten bigger.
Yeah.
Since I was out there earlier. Whoa.
Okay, so it's going to be doing its thing
Are we
for
small
quite a
puppies?
while. It's not going to take more than a day. It's just certain files get read and written at different speeds and stuff like that.
Little puppies.
So basically, that'll adjust itself.
Small little
But I'm not
puppies.
going to. We're not going to sit here and stare at it. So let's see if PC1 has completed its operation.
Did we have fun in the backyard? Oh shit!
Yes.
One of them just jumped at the fucking door and smashed a nose.
We've got dogs like kamikazing into the door apparently.
Well, at least they're not kamikazing over the side of the stairs this time. That was scary. I was seeing it. Oh, they just fall like that. I was like, oh my god! Little puppies! So cute. Pretty awful says I'm still a somewhat functional member of society.
Somewhat.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Anthony says, I'm a gamer. I'm Tim and I'm 52.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying that that's a problem. I'm talking about the average person.
So, Mick says, what are you guys? How's it going?
Hey Mick, how you going? Good to have you with us.
Tiffany says, they're on the way over to pick up this PC.
Oh, very good.
So you might want to hurry up, Tim. Hurry up, Tim. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, Tim.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm not responsible for undercooked tips.
No, not at all. Definitely not responsible for that. Okay, so okay. Well, we'll let that do its thing, and then I think we'll probably... Where's the other mouse? So we'll let this computer copy over. This one's all ready to go. Yeah, happy days. Alrighty, so like I said, we're going to be back real soon with a live PC build, so that'll be a new PC that we're building. So make sure you check that one out a little bit later. But until then, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Purchase a dog if you want. Dogs are available. They're very good dogs. They're very small, but they get bigger. I promise. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to catch me a little bit later in the next video.